Does the speaking order matter in a speech contest? You know, that's a great question. There's been an email going around about this recently, and it drives me crazy. It's a valid question, but if you're focusing on the speaking order, whether if you pick 1 or 9 in the contest, which one's better? The bottom line is, who cares? You don't have any control over that. So why worry? The best advice I ever heard about this came from David Brooks, the 1990 world champion. And, David said, it only matters if it matters to the contestant. You see, what he's saying is, if you think 1 is bad and you pick number 1, you lost the contest the day before the speech even begins, because you're like, oh, I can never win from there. So what I did, for example, is I studied 10 years of contest videos. That's 90 world-class speeches. And I realized that of the 10 years that I studied, 2 people won from the number 1 spot. So I guess it's possible to win from the number 1 spot. So if it matters to the contestant, then yes, it does matter. But bottom line is, you have no control over that. Instead of focusing and worrying about that, why not take that same energy and focus it on how to become the world-class speaker that I want to be? Because anyone who's ever won, people have won from every position. There's no one spot that's better. If you have a better speech and you're first, you set the bar high so no one else can touch you. If you're a world champion this year, gave the last speech, number 9 out of 9. And guess what? All the other ones were good, but still yet at another level. So the key is getting to the other level. Now, does it matter when you're training judges? Absolutely. We have to train to get rid of that bias that we've seen so many speeches. I don't have an answer for that, but that's the only time, in my opinion, that it does matter, when we're training judges. For speech competitors, what I did is I worried about number 1, but when I realized 2 people out of 10 won from the number 1 spot, I'm okay. So then when I pulled number 5, it was like, oh, number 5. It didn't mess me up. So I kind of gave myself that perspective to overcome the perspective of didn't want to be number 1. Does that make sense? So David Brooks, again, said that to win, you need 2 things. You need talent and luck. There are unlucky things that happen. There are lucky things that happen. But bottom line is, are you so prepared? Are you so good, as Otis Williams Jr. says, are you so good, the only question is who comes in second? Let that be the important part to focus on. Stage time.